Hello everyone, welcome to the first live game of ELTP Season 3. Massive sorry for the delay, some of our games overrunning, including the one between me and the Only Ball, so we couldn't start on time. But thank you for waiting for us, and we'll be getting underway any second now with Rolling BC versus TagPro Rangers, last year's league winners versus the pre-season tournament winners and this year's favourites, so it should be a corking game. I'm joined by The Evil and Only Ball. We're going to get going in a second, guys, but Only Ball, how do you think this one's going to go?
I can only see it going TagPro Rangers way. After the draft, there's a reason they're the favourites, and it's only going to go to them in my opinion.
The Evil, your thoughts?
Judging by the first result from TagPro Rangers, they're definitely a favourite here, but I don't want to count out Rolling BC. They've had two strong seasons where they won the league both seasons, and their team is looking really solid, so I think it could go both ways.
The team's just saying that they're ready. How did these teams do earlier today?
Well, TagPro Rangers played against Ball and Munich earlier, won 21-5.
21-5?
21-5, which is... I'm not quite sure what happened. I just know Chris and Deadman were very happy about it.
And we should also know that Ball Munich played another game that they won earlier. So
yeah.
That's definitely a strong showing by
I think it says
Rangers.
more. Yeah, it says more about TagPro Rangers than it does about Ballin, I think.
Make sure you let me know the port, guys, and talk whilst I get things sorted.
Yep. Rolling BC beat Atleticap as well.
Okay, we're at port 6, so we're about to start here, and we have two Duke Deuces and one TagPro. TagPro Rangers with a TagPro in their base, so they're going to have the advantage from the start here. And we're off. TagPro Rangers gets the TagPro, keeps it on defense. They win a Duke Deuce in the middle, and Whatball and Deadman is going straight for attack. Deadman with a grab, he's still alive, but is returned by Orb, which allows Whatball to get away, but Trisky gets out of him.
And I'm with you now after all that. My team kits haven't loaded, which is disappointing, but you know what, we'll just crack on, it'll be fine. So yeah, welcome to this first game. 30 seconds, nothing too exciting so far. And who have we got for these teams? So it's Shaka and Pescus, Trisky, and who's the symbol? That'll be Orb and Chris, Deadnan, Whatball, and Fat. So very good teams here. Whatball's away down the bottom here, and he is ahead of 3. Trisky's been blocked at the other end. One of them spikes into it. Whatball gets through the gate. He should cap here. Trisky's still been blocked out of the way, and the first cap there goes to TagPro Rangers, continuing the dominance that they had in that first game. And a very nice cap there, The Evil.
Yeah, very nice cap. You can see Chris and Fat doing some very nice blocking at Trisky. First keep him off the button, but even so, Whatball just went through the spikes, and after that he just blocked them away and let him have a cap.
Trisky grabbing there. Trisky, a bit flattered there from the defenders grabbing. And Rolling BC won the league the last 2 seasons, but not off to a great start in this game. Deadman's got a TagPro. Let's see if he can use that. He grabs with it, but he takes out Trisky. That allows Whatball a free grab, and Whatball's got away down the top here. There's no grab at the other end. TagPro Rangers keeping the flag at base very well. There is a grab from Pescus. He manages to get away through those spikes well, as Whatball still manages to survive, running around the top. And overall, this is a map where the flag spends most of the time out of base, isn't it? If you can get a couple of minutes and prevent, you've done well as a defence.
Yeah, exactly. It is the one that you don't have any prevent on as a defender, and I think I heard earlier one of the previous games, one team managed to get 8 minutes hold or something in a 10-minute half, which just shows how bad it can get.
Shaka's away at the top though, he is ahead, there's no regrab, but Chris is just holding in the middle, the new captain for Season 3, just holding on quite nicely there as Shaka does a quick lap around the map there. So Rolling BC looking to find their way back into the game as Chris, I think, goes for a kiss. Orb's there on the regrab, but Chris managed to get ahead. Orb goes for the snipe, doesn't manage it. Trisky takes someone out who's just respawning. Orb gets to return the second chance. And Pescus could help Shaka get home here, but his TagPro runs out, Fat manages to get away. Gets the return at the second time of asking. Deadman's got the regrab. Whatball, with a bit of help from Deadman, gets the return at the other end. And we are seeing this constant regrab train underway. Orb is maybe a bit pinned in base by Fat here. But he's just biding his time. He does get returned as the flag's kiss. But that works out a lot better for TagPro Rangers, who've got the regrab. And they're coming in now. There's only got 2 to beat Whatball, but Trisky is in the right place, right time, and gets a return. And things settling down a little bit now. Power-up battle relatively even, 5-3 in favour of TagPro Rangers. Pestis has grabbed at the other end, and that's not the best grab. I think Fat's going to get the return there. Deadman's coming in. Orb's got another grab, and Orb really needs to stay alive here. He gets returned. Deadman's boosting in. Deadman's going to cap here. And it's 2-0 to TagPro Rangers. A bit flaccid there, the Evil, from Rolling BC.
Yeah, I think when someone's coming in like that, a grab like that is generally a bad idea, and that allowed TagPro Rangers to just get a quick return and keep the base safe for Dead9 coming in, who could just walk the cap in.
And Whatball, it could be another here as Whatball is away. He's coming through the gate. He chose to go for the splash, but Shaka's in the right place this time and manages to get the return.
And Deadman is away here.
Oh, that's a nice boost by Deadman. Peskus flashes at the other end. It's going to be another cap. And TagPro Rangers exerting their absolute and total and utter dominance. They've been dominating all day. Whatball's rolling in, and this first stream game is practically over before it started. Orb seems to be having some issues there. He seems to have refreshed a few times. Don't know if he's refreshing for spawn or something, because it's not a substitution, so it seems a bit odd to keep refreshing. As Whatball picks up the power-up control starting to go for TagPro Rangers now. They're 4-0 up, and what we were hoping was going to be an exciting game is practically over before it started. I actually, for some reason, can't see the clock on my screen. That's a little bit awkward. So you guys will have to keep us updated on how long is actually left.
We've got 5.5 minutes left.
Oh, what's wrong, Rems? Is something broken? Rems is into the channel. That normally means something's going wrong. He's not said anything yet, though. Orb's grabbed at the other end. Chris gets a return. And Shaka finally manages to get away for Rolling BC. And this is as close as they're coming into capping. There's 3 to block. Shaka's coming in. Deadman's going to get a grab off, though. Don't know how they let him grab. They need to get the return. They do. And Shaka squeezes through the tightest of gaps and manages to get the return. But that's only gets the snipe on Chris. And very well played. And Rolling BC finally showing some of the fight that we'd expect them to show there. Nice cap there. Oh, but Peskus misses out on the snipe of Fat there. Fat's coming in again. Orb gets a return, but Shaka's got away. The flag's at home. There's only Whatball in his way at the minute. Trisky's blocking out, but Whatball's managed to get the power-up. Smart play by Whatball. Gets the power-up, which is a TagPro, and that makes it very hard to defend. Shaka goes for the kiss, and Orb's going to get a free regrab at the other end, but he ends up kissing, actually, and Whatball at the other end has got his grab with that TagPro. He's going through the gate. He manages to get away. He's ahead of everyone. Only Peskus manages to get in his way, and Peskus just trying to hold him up as they gets the return from Orb. And Devil, do you see a way back for Rolling BC, or are they just not with it today?
From what I've seen the last 2 minutes, I think they still have a chance in this game. They should have had a second captor when they had Chocolago coming in, but he didn't take the top boost, allowing them to catch up when Whatball.
But he's coming in here now. Is Orb. Oh, that's amazing! It's amazing there. Deadman boosted through, and there was a return just as he was about to cap there. Shaka kisses with Deadman. We get a bit of a reset, but Fat manages to grab the 100-degree play. He's going down. Peskus gets the return there as Deadman's coming in. He's going to get that re-grab is the Geordie. And Trisky and Peskus trying to close him in at the minute. And Trisky, the Englishman there, manages to get the return. Picks up a Juke Juice as well. Power-up battle still fairly close. It's 12-8 in favour of TagPro Rangers. But they have had 3 extra TagPros, and it has made the difference as Deadman doesn't even feel he needs that rolling bomb to grab as Whatball uses the boost there. Deadman gets the regrab, 132-degree player, but Trisky with that Juke Juice gets the return at the other end. Nice grab by Orb there, boosting through. He's going to get away through that bottom, but Chris manages to get ahead of him, so he's running rings around him, going back towards the base. There is people at home. The flag is there as well. Orb is coming in here. That's nice work by Orb, but he has to rush, and Whatball manages to get the return and a flash. But Rolling BC coming back here. A couple of caps, and they're right back in this game, but Fat with that beautiful snipe there. Orb leaving once again and rejoining. What's going on there, guys?
That's the thing I was concerned about, to be fair.
It seems that when he's dying, he's refreshing to get a quicker spawn. That's what it looks like, but I don't know where he's actually... I'm not seeing him where he's resetting.
Every time he is spawning back in the base.
Yeah, but where is he, like... Do you know what I mean? Is he respawning quicker? I think he's respawning quicker. Yeah, he is, and... Is there an official rule on that, Rems, or is that just we don't have a rule, but I'm sure we will do. But sorry to cut you off. Deadman is coming in here. He's got a rolling bomb. He lines up the boost. He mistimes it a little bit, but he's still going to cap. As he does, he doesn't even need the rolling bomb. And it's 5-1 in favour of TagPro Rangers. But Orb has managed to grab here. He's coming in. He's got 2 blockers at home. He should really cap it. Deadman blocked out of the way. Rolling BC hitting back and keeping themselves just about in this game. But the power-up control, 14-8 in favour of Rolling in favour of TagPro Rangers at the minute, and I mean, it's really difficult to kind of keep that, the power-up control when you're losing so much. But I mean, with playing a team as talented as TagPro Rangers, Rolling BC really need better power-up control. Would you say, Devil?
Yeah, I think they need to fight a little bit more for power-ups. But then again, Deadman's coming in.
Yeah, Deadman is coming in on the bottom. He's only got Shaka in his way right now. Shaka being blocked by Chris and gets a nice half 6-2 TagPro Rangers. And they're not exerting the same dominance that they managed to in their last game with the 20 caps, but they're making a good go of it so far. Rems, do you mind just telling Ron that I thought we were going to stream his game after this one? Would that be alright? He says something to record, but we're supposed to be streaming it. But anyway, What Ball grabs and he uses that boost nicely to get around Pescas. Trisky trying to contain him. And have you guys been shocked at how... I mean, I know Deadman and What Ball are great attackers, but Trisky and Pescas, I mean, two of the league's best defenders. Would you expect him to maybe have... I know it's a hard map to defend on, but done a little better maybe?
Yeah, I mean, as good as the attack of Deadman and What Ball is, you would have thought that experience and ability that they have, they might have fared a bit better, but What Ball and Deadman have both seemed to have been at the top of their game, so...
Although they do have about a minute and a half of prevent each, and how long have we got left in this half?
37 seconds.
37 seconds. So, I mean, they got up to like 2 minutes, which is quite difficult, but it's not really mattered in the end. We've got 4-cap game here. Deadman's away, and Shaka gets returned, and I think Deadman could cap again here. Orb's got to get ahead of him, but he chooses not the best angle. Deadman's coming in, salt in the wound. 7-2, now, to TagPro Rangers, and it's a hell of a long way back for Rolling BC as Trisky comes in here trying to hit one back, but What Ball's got that TagPro and he'll do well to cap with that as we roll in the last few seconds of the game as Trisky gets returned, and that will be the half done. 7-2 TagPro Rangers. And guys, what are your immediate thoughts on that half? I mean, look at the scoreboard, 5 caps for Deadman, proving that he was not a one-season wonder at all.
I think we were saying after their earlier game that he may well break a record for most caps in a game week. Because I think the record was sitting at 13, and he thought he got about 9 or 10 in the last game, so at the current rate...
I think he already broke that.
Oh, well. Yeah, he's got half left and he's still...
I think I got 13 caps when we played Whirlwind Season 1, and that's definitely out of the window by now.
Got it. Just try and... Here we go. Find confirmation. Most caps in a single match week is 13. So it looks like he either has already or is set to break that record.
Do one of you mind popping Tycho up? So we've only got one half left in this. He said it'll be another 30 minutes, but it's literally going to be about 12. So time to stop being a little pussy about it and let us stream both games. Cheers, Devil. Sorry about the unprofessionalism of this stream today. A little bit hectic, a little bit frantic, and unfortunately, we're not bringing you a classic game here. Our only ball. It's completely one side. TagPro Rangers absolutely dominating everyone they play this week.
Yeah, this is just like a lot of people thought Rolling BC was quite dominant last season, but if these first 2 games are anything to go by, then it'll be just ridiculous. You'd think the draft and order and everything would prevent this sort of domination that they've had in these first game and a half, so it'll be interesting to see if they carry on this weekly.
Team's just debating a little bit about what they say about refreshing, just to Orb is saying that he was lagging and refreshing didn't fix it. I mean, refreshed a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was 3 times I counted.
At least that, I would say.
Yeah.
They don't want to wait. They want to start it. Let me check.
Can they not wait 20 minutes?
Donald should be coming in here to yell at you.
Okay, here we go.
And we're back.
I was just thinking I've been left in here on my own.
Just some brief arguments. We were just having some brief arguments.
So fill us in, Rams. What's the synopsis of it all?
I've quickly changed the rule about refreshing because I don't agree with it. I think he said it was due to lagging, but we have things if you are lagging, in the sense that you can stop or get replaced. So we've changed that to, and we're also having an argument over switching or refreshing at the beginning of the game. It's been in the rules for Season 3 that you switch, you don't refresh, because it can mess people up with trying to switch. So it is now, you switch teams, you don't refresh at all.
What is your eating, Rams?
Sorry, we're ready for the
What are you
second
eating?
half. Tell me the port. Tell me the port.
Yeah, we will. But Rams, what are you eating?
I was eating a really nice wild strawberry flavour fizzle stick.
Nice.
Rams, it needs to be its own spin-off series, doesn't it?
It's
I would watch a
5.
cooking show by Rams.
5 Dr.
Yeah,
Maybe.
World Port 5.
Looks like Rolling BC are going to spawn with a rolling bomb, not a rolling bomb, a TagPro. Rolling bomb in the mid, and Rangers will have a Duke Juice. Watball gets the rolling bomb, and Orb takes the TagPro on O. Shakalaka grabs, but is immediately killed by Watball, not Watball, Fat.
And or with a flaccid grab with a tag pro doesn't really help getting back. I think they have a 4 cap deficit, or 5 cap from the first half.
I think it was 6-2, I think it was.
Sorry about
Watball's
the delay.
away here.
I'm back.
Watball's looking to get an early cap.
And he does, and I just caught it
already.
just in time. Sorry about the delay there. And you lucky people have also got the kits, and you've got the game times, like actually half a professional stream here. But Deadman's coming in, Pescas gets a nice return, and now it's 8-2 on aggregate to TagPro Rangers, complete dominance. And if you've got other stuff to do, go do it, because there's not going to be a thriller here. I think it's going to be a kind of a nice Monday. Should we run through the rest of the scores of the week, as Watball gets returned by Orb, Chris with a return on Pescas there. Denan's getting away top here with the TagPro. It's so hard to make the mundane exciting. As complete dominance by TagPro Rangers. I mean, I have been on the receiving side. I have been on the receiving side of a thrashing from TagPro Rangers in the preseason tournament on Smirk, which was embarrassing to say the least. It does hurt. I wonder if anyone can stop him this season. But Shaka's coming in here, trying to rescue a bit of pride. Watball with the return, though. Orb's got the re-grab, and they are 6 down, but you can never say never. They've got a talented team of Rolling BC, and on paper, definitely one of the best. So, who knows? We might see something truly exceptional. What do you reckon, guys?
I'm just thinking, with the fact that they're so favourites and how well they've played these first games, it makes you wonder how the other captains let them draft the players they did.
Oh, and Watball rolls through 9-2 in total now. Just rolled over the flag at the right time as Chris gets the return there on Dead 9. We've got another 7 minutes, 53 seconds. And have you been up to anything nice this weekend, Only Ball?
No, not really, to be honest. I spent most of yesterday hungover, so...
If anyone's got any, shout outs and things like that, say it on the stream, we'll read it out. And, I mean, I really don't know what to do, guys. I mean, it's a 9-2 game, and it's just, there's no hype, no excitement, but, TagPro Rangers completely dominating. Rolling BC absolutely having their arses handed them, 2 of them here. Deadman really showing that he was not just, when people have figured him out, that he's still going to be an absolute force this season. Was he one of the most picked players, if not the most picked players in fantasy ELTP?
Oh, yeah. From sort of the 36 teams, I think, that have entered.
Denan's coming in here again. Routine cap there, very nice. Go on, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think it's 36 teams that have entered. I think about 27 people have chosen Deadman, most of which have also picked him as their captain, so he'll be getting double points.
Oh, fuck's sake, I picked Flick Yoli. Fuck you, Deadman. And Flick wasn't very good because he played against my team, so it all went fucking wrong, do you know what I mean? So, Shaka managing to carry for a little bit here. And, I mean, we are talking about the dominance of of TagPro Rangers here. But what is it, Devil, about? What is the difference between the two teams? Like, what have they done so well that has led to them absolutely dominating everyone they've played?
Well, honestly, I don't think there's a large gap in the skill between the players from player to player. I mean, you could maybe make the argument that Shakalaka plus Orb isn't as strong as Wattball and Deadman, but I think the major difference is in team chemistry, really, because they on TagPro Rangers they all seem to know what they're doing at all times, but on the other team that I forgot the name of right now, which is called Rolling BC.
Rolling BC.
They just seem uncoordinated right now.
And I mean, Only Ball, how hard is it to play? I mean, you'll understand this from your last two games. How hard is it to play when you're down, when you're losing? It's quite difficult to play sometimes.
Yeah, because you just know that you have to do something, and the longer the minutes tick over without anything happening to get you back into it.
And this is a map where it's quite difficult.
Oh,
but they're rolling for a cap here, and a little bit of a consolation, make it 10-3 overall, and trying to keep the score somewhat respectable. And Orb gets a very nice grab off there and manages to get away down the bottom, and they could hit back here, and who knows, 5 minutes left, maybe it's one of the greatest TagPro comebacks in history about to happen as he boosts down straight into Deadland. Clearly frustration setting in there and not getting it any way through. I mean, the games this week, I mean, I've been surprised at how high scoring some of them have been. To say it's on 45, you know what I mean? I thought it's one of these, at least when we were practicing, we were having like 1-0 victories and stuff like that, but it seems like it has been quite a high scoring week, hasn't it?
Then last season, over the two games, Rolling BC and Baldis both got over 20 caps in the two games, so
fair enough.
I think it's one of the ones that can go either way, really. Like,
it ends up being an incredibly tight game. Or I just speak from the two Snipehoven games. I mean, they were both 3-2, and they were not short of any offensive power. You know, as Trisky comes in here, but could be nice for Trisky. Rolling Bomb gets neutralised. Deadnan gets the return. But yeah, we were saying the the Snipehoven. I mean, there was Friday in Korhal. You know, there was the Meth and Flick. There was Nubbin and Puddy, you know, quite offensively stacked. Maybe it's just, you know, me being shocking on defence, never keeping the flag back. I swear we had 40 seconds prevent on one of the games. But yeah, I mean, these guys causing a real problem for the fucking recorders this week. I mean, as Shaka comes in here, trying to get a bit of pride. Boost against the back wall. It's going to be a nice, that was nicely worked by Shaka there. And although his team are down and out, 6 caps behind with just 4 minutes remaining, that was a very nice cap there.
Yeah, that's well done by Shaka. He uses a spin off the wall to kind of fool the offensive defense.
It could be another here. Orb's coming in. Shaka's got a rolling, a TagPro. It's probably going to run out. There's one mid. Orb believes it. He's coming in here. There's 3 minutes 30, and could we see something incredible? Unlikely, but you never know. You should never say never. But Fat Man to get away. The flag carries kiss. Trisky's going to go get the regrab. Deadnan does the same at the other end, and I think we all know who's the better carrier out of those two are. But Deadnan under some pressure here. Peskas does get the return, but Trisky gets returned by one ball at the same time, and there's a fast there, and the regrab train is truly stopped. We've got 3 minutes 10 left. The power-up battle is quite even, but it's not really matter. Much closer half for Rolling BC. I'm sure they'll be happy with the performance in this half. But also, maybe just a bit of complacency from TagPro Rangers, knowing that, you know, they've got it in the bag, really.
Yeah, I don't think they're feeling pressured to do much right now. They can just secure the win and, you know, just try to play it out and get a few caps if they need to, but they probably don't stress too much about that.
Shaka's grabbed there. He does well to get away from Chris. He's looking to boost through those spikes and doesn't quite make it, but picks up a rolling bomb. And the Evil, how difficult are the boost through the spikes? How often does it come off, really, though?
It's not hard if you can line it up, but like in a game situation where you're actually chased, you usually count on a little bit of luck to get the line up, because there is a sweet spot where you get it through, but doing it while you have momentum is pretty hard.
And we've got 2 minutes 15 left. I mean, do you think it's this type of map that suits TagPro Rangers? You know, like basically, or do you think they're just going to dominate on every type of map? I mean, do you see him dominating as much on things like Star, you know, that are definitely orientated towards defence?
I think they have a good chance of Star as well, because like what we're seeing is that they have solid contained defense, but even more important, they really know how to chase as a team. And I think on Star, that's a really important thing as well. And it's basically important on all maps, being able to chase effectively.
Shaka's coming in though here. Fat gets the return. And Fat was supposed to be away for at least 2 weeks. Actually, in the draft pack, it said 4 weeks, you know, and he's surprised to see him playing today. It said on the draft packet 2 weeks. Chris told everyone 4 weeks so that no one would get him. And then he's here for week 1, and it's a bit strange.
I think Chris did. I think he is missing a couple of weeks, but
Oh, it's not the first.
It may not be this week.
yeah, I think
it's the beginning of August that he's gone.
Oh, right. The beginning of August, that's now.
I think it's weeks 2 and 3, if my memory serves correctly.
Okay, I thought there was a bit of TagPro drama there. Do you know what I mean?
It might be. If that's actually... if he lowered his draft stock on purpose, I think that could be an offense. In terms of the league principles and rules.
That can be the one way we can stop them winning the league.
And as we roll down to the last minute, just a few shout-outs really. As Chris comes in, actually Orb's grabbed and he needs to stay alive here. Orb, it might too much, but what ball gets a return? Even Chris is getting on the action now. Even the defenders are capping, and when the defenders are capping, it's not your day. As we roll to the last 30 seconds, just a shout-out to anyone watching. We do need more people to record, not to stream, not to commentate, but to help record the game so we can get our highlight show up and truly running well, so that people aren't having to do too much work. So if that's something that you might be interested in, just learning a bit about, maybe doing, please do get in touch with me. Also, massive shout out to these kits that you can see on your screen that are done by was it Ron that did them this season? Was it you?
Yeah, Ron.
Ron and me.
Ron and the Evil. Sorry, as we finish the game, 11-4. Well done. Did you? Yeah. 11-4. Quick look at the stats. I mean. Deadman with only the one cap. What happened? Do you know what I mean? But TagPro Rangers 11-4, and just your final thoughts, guys. Total domination, wasn't it? Even one ball had 10 returns.
I think this is shaping up kind of like Season 2 with Roland BC, except now it's Tag Pro Rangers in that position. But I think that during the season we'll see at least one other team rise to the challenge, kind of like Bolchester did last season.
Yeah. You'd have to hope that it's not just going to be Rangers winning every single game. Somebody's got to challenge.
Who knows? There might be some exciting free agent pickups that turns the tables.
Not you though. Yeah. You're not exciting. You're boring. Did the other game start? Because we are due to start another game. Did they start or not?
I'm gonna jump down and see. I do no. They need 2 minutes.